What to look for when choosing Opel Vectra 2002 to 2008, a solid in size and inexpensive car. The third-generation Opel Vectra has become noticeably larger than its predecessors, and it got rid of most of the shortcomings. True, the new car is technically more complex and crammed with electronics to the eyeballs, which often fails and bugs during operation. More or less reliable Vectra became after restyling in 2005. Such copies prevail in the secondary market. The car was produced as a sedan and 5-door hatchback GTS. The Caravan station wagon went into production in July 2003. The range of engines is quite extensive: 1.8, 122 horsepower, and 2.2-liter, 147 horsepower, 4s, as well as a 2-liter turbo engine, 175 horsepower, and the flagship V6 2 liters, 211 horsepower. Turbo diesels are represented by 4s 2.0, 101 horsepower, and 2.2 liters, 125 horsepower, as well as a 3-liter V6, 177 horsepower. After the modernization of 2005, the range was replenished with a 1.6-liter gasoline engine, 100 horsepower, and a turbocharged 2.8-liter V6, 230 horsepower. The 3.2-liter engine was abandoned, and the 2.2-liter began to produce 155 horsepower. The turbo diesels thinned from 2.0 and 2.2 to 1.9 liters, 100, 120 and 150 horsepower, and the power of the 3-liter V6 increased to 184 horsepower. The strong body of the Vectra is resistant to corrosion, but the electrical equipment on the first machines caused criticism. This model was the first to use CAN bus-based multiplex wiring, which was perfected by 2004. On earlier versions, the wiring failed, lighting up fault signals on the instrument panel. In most cases, the problem was solved by flashing the brains. Due to the failure of the heating elements of the side mirrors, their glasses have to be changed. The climate control often failed. The reason usually lay in the heater control unit. The secondary market is dominated by dealer Vectra with a standard set: ABS, 2 airbags, air conditioning, electric front windows and mirrors, heated seats. Our most popular engines are 1.8 and 2.2-liter petrol engines. On the 1.8-liter exhaust manifolds cracked, mass airflow sensors failed. Specific tapping under the valve cover, after 60,000 kilometers, is the first signal to replace the gear drives of the camshafts of the CVCP, continuous variable camshaft phasing, valve timing mechanism. Saving on oil quality is unprofitable. The timing belt must be replaced along with the rollers every 60,000 kilometers. Otherwise, a costly repair is in store. On a 2.2-liter engine, the valve cover was changed under warranty due to a defective crankcase ventilation oil separator. Timing chains wore out ahead of time. Schumacher's 5-speed manual can simply fall apart, so when choosing a car, having heard noise during operation, bargain for the amount of a possible repair. The Aisin-Warner AF23 and AF33 5-band machines have a radiator in common with the engine, which can leak over time. Engines of the Ecotec family are reliable, however, one must be prepared for the fact that ignition modules, idle speed controllers, and cooling fans fail during operation. Instead of burned out, it is more expedient to put a non-original Bosch. Valve cover gaskets are leaking, throttle bodies are sticking. 5-speed automatics do not differ in durability. The box control unit fails, hydraulic valves and speed sensors fail. Often, the automatic transmission radiator, hidden in the engine cooling circuit, is depressurized. In the front suspension, bushings and stabilizer struts begin to tap at 30,000 kilometers. Aluminum levers with integrated ball joints rarely live more than 100,000 kilometers, but shock absorbers work up to 150,000 kilometers. In the rear suspension, bushings and stabilizer struts wear out by 40,000 kilometers. Approximately 50,000 to 80,000 kilometers withstand the upper wishbones. By 100,000 kilometers, brake calipers and wheel bearings turn sour. Body with double-sided galvanized coating resists corrosion. True, over time, air conditioning pipes can rot and chips appear on the hood, sills and wheel arches. Get ready to replace the wiper trapezoid mechanism. With age, failures and malfunctions in electrical equipment appear. Regular parking sensors and an immobilizer begin to fail.